Devin, how cool is that for you guys to get so many interceptions? That's something y'all have kind of been working for, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a confidence. It was a confidence builder for sure. We're a young secondary, so I feel like we were all waiting to make plays for the team, and it was just nice to do it, especially against old coach, whose whole movement was take three. So a little extra added motivation for that. So yeah.
What happened? I mean, why are y'all able to? That's a lot of interceptions.
I feel like we had a lot of motivation going into that game. You hear the noise from the outside. You try to block it out as much as possible, but you hear it, and it's just adds a chip on your shoulder. So.
I was saying, you showed a little bit of that chip on your pick, right? I think you went towards the sideline, out of bounds, and you tried to come back, it seemed like, to remind someone, I think it was, that you did make the pick, right?
I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just kind of in the moment, So whenever you have a moment like that, you don't really think too much about what you're doing. You just lived in it.
How big was as far as the pass rush, kind of forcing those?
It was huge. I mean, their quarterbacks were flustered the entire game. I think we had 6 sacks.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any time to get the ball off. So when you cause a quarterback to throw the ball off balance, off his back foot, it allows us to make plays.
Devin, how do y'all continue to, keep forcing turnovers as y'all look toward OU this weekend?
It starts here in practice, so just practicing how you play. So whenever the ball's in the air, turn to the receiver, go get it. I feel like prior to the first couple weeks, I feel like we didn't do a great job at that, just being intentional about going to get the ball in practice. And in the game, whenever we had our opportunities, it slipped.
What do you see from Dylan Gabriel?
Oh, he's experienced, real experience. I feel like he knows where he wants to go with the ball, and if he doesn't have his read, he's going to run the ball. So he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He has 14 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year, so takes care of the ball.
This defensive back group has been one that, maybe a little early in the season struggled against some of these teams. Where do you think you guys have taken that biggest step in terms of your on-field play?
Confidence. I feel like that's the main thing. As a DB on the field, you got to have confidence, Every mistake is highlighted, So it's not like you're a D lineman, you get in the wrong gap. It's hard to tell who messed up, but when you're a DB, every mistake is, it's very easy to see who messed up. So just having the confidence to know, even if you make a mistake, we're still here to support you. So go out there, have fun, play loose.
So it seems like there's some guys who have that natural confidence. If they don't, where do you build it from? How do you get confidence?
It has to start in practice. Because, if you do it in practice, then you'll have the confidence that it will translate to the game. But if you're not intentional in practice, then you can't expect results.
How do you balance that confidence with staying hungry and going out there and trying to keep proving yourself more every week?
How do you balance? I don't know. I feel like we're always hungry. We're young, so we feel like we have something to prove every week. So even though we had 5 interceptions last week, we feel like people are still doubting us. So we're gonna go out there and try to do it again, lock our man down, make sure they don't have a lot of yards, stuff like that.
What do you see from Gabe Hall? Obviously, he's coming off a great game.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 sacks is crazy. So he works hard every day. The entire D-line room, really. I mean, we were just in meetings talking about intentional practices and stuff and how the drills were correlating to the game. And, I mean, it was kind of crazy to see, the exact drills that they were doing would show up in the game, and 6 sacks.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind on that Devin interception?
I didn't see the entire play. I just seen Devin had the ball, and I saw the ref point our way, and I went crazy because I think that was Tevin's first drive of the game, or one of his first drives of the game. And I know that he was a little nervous coming in, so it was just awesome to see him make a play because he works hard in practice. Him, Coach Curtis, pushes the corners every day, just to be intentional in practice and focus on the reps that they do take. So it was awesome to see that.
Have you gotten a little more comfortable playing on the road?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I feel like I like to think of it as a SWAT mentality, kind of there's a lot of noise happening. So just to get in there, do our job, and get out, that's kind of the mentality that I like to take to it. I feel like a lot of the defense takes the same mentality as that.
Devin, you talked about that hunger from the defensive back group. How much are y'all still stressing the whole jackers and robbers thing?
Every day, every single day. Coach Collins does a great job at making sure that we always focus on getting rip attempts, interceptions. If the ball's in the air, it's ours. If the running back has the ball, go hit him, strip the ball. So every single day in practice, in the game, we try to just make sure we get the ball back for the offense.
That standard that JT set, you know, really the whole secondary set last year. How difficult is that to live up to, I guess?
I would say it's difficult, but you got to realize that you're a different type of player. So you can't try and be JT.
Right.
JT was JT, Jalen Petrie was Jalen Petrie. So what makes us us? What makes us unique? So play to our strengths. They had their strengths, so we got to play to ours.
And then how important is it to have like Christian Morgan, an older guy, to kind of a guy who played with those guys?
It's huge. I mean, Christian, the main thing I've learned from Christian is just to go out there and have fun. I feel like it's easy to go in there, like, inexperienced and kind of be real stiff, robotic, and not want to make a mistake instead of going out there playing free, playing green. So Christian emphasized that a lot, just going into it. Just go out there, have fun. If you make a mistake, it's okay.